Holidays or holy days, which do you celebrate? If you follow the Bible outlines God's holy days, his festivals that he says are used to observe and we worship him. We can find them over in Leviticus chapter 23, a whole list of God's holy days versus the traditional holidays of man. We in the United Church of God keep God's holy days. These are the days that were kept in the Old Testament, but also the days that were kept by Christ and the apostles and the New Testament church. When you look through the book of Acts, you'll find over and over again the holy days being kept. In fact, one of the passages that jumps out at me is in 1 Corinthians. In 1 Corinthians chapter 4. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, and in verse 8, we're told very clearly, let us keep the feast. The feast. Now, this is one of God's holy days that's mentioned in 1 Corinthians. These are God's feast days that show God's great love. It shows his blueprint for mankind. What is God's plan? What is his purpose? Well, throughout God's holy days, it's illustrated over and over and over again. It zeroes in on the life and the death and the burial and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And what is God doing with mankind? Well, you can find that deep meaning in God's holy days. Now, you won't find that in man's holidays. So we observe these days that the New Testament church continued to keep. And so by faith, we do these very things. And if you would check out the Bible, check out Scripture, look up these passages, see what God says about how he wants to be worshiped. And when you do, I think you'll find such a deep meaning in God's holy days that you certainly won't find in the holidays. That's BT Daily. We'll see you next time.